In this video, I'm going to show you how to select the proper report to transfer leads from Quickbase to SalesRabbit. You're going to go to the Leads tab. You're going to click on Reports and Charts right here. And then you're going to type in 2018. Only two reports will pop up. Multiple zip code transfer or QB transfer to SR. If you're going to have to combine more than one zip code in order to make enough leads for a rep, use the multiple zip QB transfer to SR report. If you know it's only one zip code required, then just use the QB transfer to SR. Once you have selected, let's do the multiple one first. So this is the multiple zip code transfer. Just type in the zip code you want. You can put as many zip codes as you need together. Probably wouldn't need more than 6 in any particular situation. Once you have the zip codes you want, hit Display Report. And you'll see, because I had some blank zip codes that I didn't put in, this gives me 4,000 prospects. All I need to do is click on the zip codes I want. And you can see those 3 zip codes are now in this filter here, and I'm down to 705. All 3 of these zip codes have more than enough to stand on their own, but I just was showing an example of how to get multiple zip codes. Once you have the zip codes you want, you're going to go over to More, hit Save as a Spreadsheet, name it. I actually have a folder called Active Leads. And I would highly suggest in your market picking a 3-letter abbreviation for your market. Pick the date that you created these leads, and then who the rep is. That should be sufficient. If you want to put a zip code in there to kind of remember which zip codes these are, you can use one of the zip codes. Hit Save, open up that spreadsheet, and be sure that you've put the state in the state column all the way down. That's the very first thing you should do, and that way you won't forget, so they will geocode properly. Then just go to work on getting rid of the ones that you don't want, and when you get down to your 30 or so leads, anytime you're deleting a lead, highlight the row, right click, delete, and that way you're clearing all the data. But I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of a bunch of these to show you what goes on. Delete. Now I got my 30 or whatever they are, and I just make sure I resave the file, say yes. And now I can go over to SalesRabbit and import that lead. So I go to SalesRabbit, import, upload, choose that file, hit leads, next. The only thing I'm going to check for is to make sure the QB prospect ID is checked. All the rest of these should be fine. As long as you're using the report, those will match up. You don't have to worry about it. Hit next, select the name, and then dispatched next. If you ever get errors over here on this side, you want to be sure to correct those before importing. It'll tell you what lead has the errors. It's almost always in the notes field. Just go in and remove any extra lines that might be in the notes field. I'll do a separate video on that. Hit import, and it'll tell you that they are imported successfully. Give them a moment to geocode, but you can also check on the leads tab very quickly here, and you'll see as long as there's addresses and the state and the zip code, it will geocode. That is the multiple zip code report. I'm going to go ahead and delete those leads real quick. And again, This is why you want to put an identifier in there so you can find them very quickly. Hit delete. And that is now gone. The other report, Leads tab, Reports and Charts. Type in 2018. You'll only see 2 reports. This one is QB transfer to SR. This is for a single zip code. Just choose the market and display the report. Again, you can select the zip code. In this case, 172 prospects. I won't go through the process again of saving as a spreadsheet, but if you use these 2 reports, you'll have the notes, you'll have the property value, and the previous visit all showing in your notes field. We're still waiting on the custom fields to be usable, so use these reports until you have another update telling you to do something different. Any questions? Give me a call.